All right, welcome to Genetics 3311. I'm your TA, Ricky Johnson, and let me share the screen, show you the syllabus. Hopefully everybody can see that. So here is the actual document for that you need to sign and give back to Dr. O'Brien. Now realize in this course that there are actually two instructors. You have the professor who's in charge, that's Dr. O'Brien. I'm your TA, so you'll need to fill in your TA name and my email and the section number. Now in this course, the section number is either 16339 or 16343. There's a glitch in the 16343 and you're not populating in the assignments on Blackboard, so we're working on getting that fixed. If you're in 16339, you're okay. It's the 16343 section that there's a slight problem. Hopefully everything will be fixed before there are any assignments due. You do need to read and do some things for Dr. O'Brien. He's giving you that. The other thing you need to do is watch my videos. I have this video is on YouTube. So I assume you've found the YouTube channel that's mine. It's Teaching Bioinformatics. And there is a channel there that is, that's for this course. And I'll go over that at the end of the video to make sure you know how to find it. But there will be lots of videos, and this is an asynchronous class. All right, so it's, as it says here, if you see this on your screen, asynchronous, we will have, we don't have regular class hours. Now this is for Dr. O'Brien. He has office hours, I have office hours. I'm thinking of doing mine on Friday. I'll email you. We really don't need them this Friday, but I may do it just to make sure we stay in touch and you get to just meet. There won't be a lot to talk about probably. Well, actually there may be if you have questions on the syllabus or any of how the course works. So it probably is a good idea to have it this Friday. This is just the welcome. You need to read this. This course will require a significant amount of time. Realize that when it says 20+ hours a week, it very well be. Now, normally we are doing this is a laboratory course, and we can't go to lab because of COVID. So instead, we are doing everything online. So this is a heavy online course. There's a lot of work, and you need to stay up, and you need to stay in touch with me, make sure you're doing things on time. There's a lot of writing involved. There are a lot of rules for this writing assignment, and some of them are directly from me. There's the direct writing assignment. I mean, how do I explain this? There is the writing assignment, the basic rules of how to accomplish the writing assignment, but there are specific things that you need to know, like formatting, grammar, and I will help you with those things, and specifically scientific writing. Scientific writing is not like writing a letter to somebody or an email, or even what you learned in biology, English 101 or whatever. Scientific writing is very specific, and it's something called concise. The writing needs to be concise. And I will make videos talking about exactly what I'm looking for and how I will grade your paper. Don't listen to other students and with other TAs. They may be grading differently. I'm very much into statistics, so I probably grade the statistics differently than they do. I know one teacher, one TA we used to be an English teacher, and she graded the grammar much harder than I ever would. So you need to watch the videos and talk to me and try to stay away from what other students in other sections, at least the sections that I'm not teaching, say. You need to go with what I tell you in the way I grade your writing assignments. At the end, Dr. O'Brien will normalize the kind of like a curve, fancy statistics. Maybe we'll talk about it. But that way, it's fair across all the TAs. But just realize that how I grade is going to be different from how others grade and what I emphasize. I'm going to emphasize the statistics, for instance. All right, so let's move on. There is a book. This is more in line with what Dr. O'Brien teaches. He's going to be teaching more of this. I'm teaching more of the laboratory side. All right, so you need to make sure you watch any videos he gives you, any Zoom meetings he posts or has for maybe more detail about what he wants out of the book. He's going to give you writing assignments. All right, now we have many writing assignments. The big one is called WA5, Writing Assignment 5. So here, as you can see on here, WA5, this is the important one, and if you don't turn it in on time, you get an F, period. All the other grades, nothing counts more than WA5. Also plagiarism, and I'm certain Dr. O'Brien will be talking a lot. We had some plagiarism last semester. We are checking for it. Turn it in, checks for plagiarism, and look, if people plagiarize, you may make a 0 in the course. You may not even be able, you may get kicked out of the university for all I know. I don't know all of the rules on that. Dr. O'Brien does. You do need to sign this and turn it in to Dr. O'Brien. And you need to read all of this and be aware of all of this material here. The policies for incompletes, policies for withdrawal. Now understand the exams and quizzes are given by Dr. O'Brien. I do the labs. I also do the writing assignment. So the TAs, all right, I will be watching for what we call suspicious behavior. For instance, your writing assignment sure does sound like someone else's. You use the same phrases, that sort of thing. Be aware that we do check for that. The minimum requirements for online instruction, you must be able to use Zoom. I use Zoom. You need a camera. There are several requirements. You also need to be able to access for my class anyhow, I put my videos up on YouTube because I find that it's easier for people to access and you can store more there and it's more reliable than some of the other systems. YouTube is wonderful and it's free. Just like Zoom is wonderful and for the most part free. All right, here is how the grading is done and the weight. Notice the extreme weight here of writing assignment 5. It's the last one. And this is kind of cumulative where you kind of work on 1, 2, 3, and 4 and then put them all together to kind of make WA5, writing assignment 5. So read through this. If you have questions, we can talk about it in the Zoom session. There is a course YouTube channel, but I have my own. You can watch the YouTube channel for the course. I don't know who's running that, Dr. O'Brien, someone, but I also have my own channel. Let's see, of course, COVID, you need to read the COVID things. We're not actually meeting, so it's not as important because we aren't actually in physical contact with each other. You do need to tell us if you do get COVID. They kind of let you slide on some assignments and stuff like that if you get COVID. It's like being sick, you know, there isn't an excuse there for it. We aren't going to do recommendation letters at this point. Course schedule. Make sure you check weekly. I'm going to post something where there's like a weekly, I'll send out emails at the very least every week, but I'm going to try and find a way to post some type of web scheduling system so that you know when something's due and something along those lines. I'm going to find some way to do that. I haven't done that yet. Here's the actual lab content, what we're going to do every week. Notice the important things are in red. WA1, lab quiz. Here you have reading assignments. These are things from Dr. O'Brien. So lecture content, this is Dr. O'Brien over here. Most of this stuff is from me. And we will be to go over FlyLab here at some point. So I'll make a video on FlyLab. Check the YouTube channel that I give you the link to. I'm going to show you at the end. Basically run through this, and if you have any questions, we will talk about it on Friday, and I'll be sending out emails on what time Friday, and I will record that meeting and post it on the YouTube channel. Now, so let's scroll back up to the top. Let me switch over, and I'm going to start up a browser, and I'll share that with you, and I'll show you where the YouTube channel is. Let's see. Let's go back to the screen. Let's see if we can close all of this. Share. Yeah. There we go. Back to me. Okay. So I'm going to start a browser here. And I'm going to share it. Get to the browser. All right, hopefully everybody can see the shared browser here. Now I'm just going to go to YouTube, so youtube.com, and I'm going to look for something called Teaching Bioinformatics, all one word, or you can separate it, it'll still find it. But here, we'll just go down here, Teaching Bioinformatics. And if you search, I'm the colorful one here, BIFO, that's my symbol. Actually, this is our first video, so I'm gonna go to this one. And this is the channel. Now, what I would suggest is that you just go to videos, and here are all of the latest ones. So the latest ones are the ones you need to watch. I have many other videos from last semester and from other courses I've taught. The stuff that is specifically designed for you is under playlist, and it should be under Genetics 33 Run Spring 21. So this is the playlist that's designed for you. And if you notice over here, there are 2 videos. So the first one is part 1, and you would need to watch this video. It's about 30 minutes. And this is just general overview of genetics. I'll be giving you more lecture on genetics. You may also want to watch some of the videos that are already posted here from last semester. And then there's the second one where I talk about flies. So these are the PowerPoints that I send out to everybody. And I go over those every week, but then I give additional lectures as well. Plus we have the weekly Zoom meeting, and you can always talk to me individually if you want to set up a one-on-one Zoom. All of those things are possible, but during the week, you will almost always have a PowerPoint that I go over. Here we have two videos because the PowerPoints were long. We also have this video, which is the syllabus. That won't be a normal thing, but I will normally have at least one lecture talking about the content outside of the PowerPoints, more like a normal lecture. And that will be, if you want to see what those look like, you can go on this channel. Now, we don't have one yet for the course, for this course, but I do have them for last semester. Here's fall 20. So let's see what we've got here. This is them. This was last semester, fall 2020. So we were talking about, let's find something, recessive traits. So here I'm talking, now this is how to use something called FlyLab.js, which we will be using. But here's like a little worksheet we did, and I talk about how to do the worksheet. Let's see, here's one where I talk about crossing over. Bad video. I start drawing here. That isn't great. I probably need to edit and find a better drawing program. But this is the kind of thing you can expect us doing throughout the semester. I just wanted to show you that. And basically we can begin to work on your projects, your writing assignments. I do answer emails pretty quickly, at least 24 hours. I should never not answer in 24 hours. If you don't get a response from me in 24 hours, send me another one. Not going to make me mad if you send a couple of them before I get to you, if I somehow missed your email or something. So keep that in mind. I don't mind the emails, and just, you know, feel free to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask me something. I have 2 sections. Now remember section, what is it, 16343? If you're in that section, there are some glitches at this point. So watch these videos and contact me if you have any questions on anything, especially about Blackboard.